How's it going, everyone? It's Jed. Welcome to the altcoin updates. So, we're going to go down to our usual 5 altcoins. Um, so, here for XRP, we have this daily downtrend from this point to here, and we can see the breakout here, which fails to hard close above this swing high here. The only thing we really need to adjust here is this daily and this uptrend. Okay, right there. Okay, and we're going to move this downtrend. In my opinion, there's really no point of evolving this yet because it's still being suppressed by this resistance. So um, you can look at it as if this is the apex inside this area here. So um, you have an accumulation zone within this daily area, um, but then ultimately you have, sort of this apex here, um, which ultimately I think has the ability to move up to retest this daily downtrend here on the macro time frame. Judging that Bitcoin will continue moving up higher because we just saw Bitcoin have higher highs, higher lows. So as long as it's maintaining in that direction, we can also see coins like XRP and the other coins to have a similar, move up. Just keep in mind, um, we do have some tested levels, right? Like this, right? These are all tested, right? But regardless, if it does break above it, I generally think it'll just end up retesting this downtrend, regardless if there's, daily levels here. These are all tested. Um, but yeah, XRP. Next up is TRX, guys. So just like XRP, it's still being suppressed by this daily. We had this volatile move up. If you move this to here, um, that's the apex, it breaks up. Unfortunately, this is a lower low, so now we can see that the apex is much further down here. I would delete this. Oops. I would delete this level here, and I would use the most current support here on the daily right here. Okay, we have an origin right there. Um, and so, you know, um, you can see there's still a lot of room, guys. Um, there's still a lot of room for TRX. Again, a lot of these coins as well, like Bitcoin. In my opinion, Bitcoin just doesn't look ready right now. Um, oh my God. Oh man, Myra just keeps moving up. Holy sheesh. So. Okay, so let's break it down, guys. So we have this uptrend, right? So again, uptrends help us predict the future, okay? And you can see this clearly was acting as resistance. And remember, when you see candles close above these resistances, when they close above trend lines and it's in price discovery, you'll see moves like this. And this is why you see huge wicks like this, because when they close out of the uptrend, when they close above the trend lines, it's it can go, you know, 200%, 100%. In this case, 84%. But that's the power of hard closing above it. Um, so yeah, that's a pretty insane move here. And you can clearly see the resistance, the suppression, and you can see it just ladder up above it. So there's a lot of trend lines we can actually delete. Let's clear some things up. Let's actually go to the daily and see if we're missing anything. Um, let's clear all the let's clear this out. So are there any daily levels here? No. Let's go to the 4 hour. Are there any 4 hour uptrends that we can mark here? Yeah. Um, let's mark from here to there. Okay. So not quite there yet, but this is going to be a point of support in the future. We have this to here. Okay, again, not quite there, but this is going to act as support in the future. Here to here, as you can see, very steep uptrend. And like I said, when you see trend lines this pretty steep, they don't last too long. I mean, in a bull run, it'll just continue moving up. Um, but here is a perfect example of a support trend resistance. So you have support, 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 and then once it breaks below it, acts as resistance. So, if we just mark the very basic levels, the last red candle before this local uptrend, um, we can mark that here. Let's make this blue. Okay. If you want, we can actually array this to here to there as well. But because it gets really tight here. So in this case scenario, right, if Myra can continue closing within this channel and hard close above it, then that will ignite another move up. Okay, so this is what I mean by, trend lines being your best friend. Because again, as you saw prior before, they've been very accurate in determining the moves ups and the move downs. So as you can see, 3 hours left of this 4-hour candle. You can see it's being suppressed within this channel, within this 4-hour channel. And yeah, if it hard closes above there, then obviously it's just going to continue moving up. Um, just keep in mind, guys, we do have tested supports here, there, lots of supports here to hold it up. But this is a steep uptrend, so tread carefully. Track. Let's go to the daily first. See, we're moving. Nope. Yep. So we went on the 4-hour because it just pumped. So let's go to the 4-hour. And again, all we have to do is just move from here to here. We're gonna have the, not a very slow, not a very dramatic downtrend, which is a good thing. It's moving higher. Um, okay. We had a bunch of resistances that are now invalid now. So again, it does look pretty here, but this is invalid, including this over here. We would just move it to a much more origin point, which is personally, I like the bodies of the candles. This is completely invalid now. The only untested support here is back at this point here. And again, you do have this peak here that'll act as support in the future. So, that's also an additional support. Um, But as of right now, you can see the apex, there's still a lot of space for a track, which makes sense. It just moved up fairly, it just moved up fairly quick. Some pretty volatile action. So, these things take time. Again, this is accumulation, it's high distribution. So, um, you know, it takes a bit of time, especially after pumping that hard. PZP. Okay. Again, this uptrend is going to act as resistance in the future. I know it looks crazy, but trust me, we got this downtrend that respected perfectly, went to this uptrend. Now it's breaking out of it, so we are able to evolve it. So even here, guys, this helps you predict, right? This is the apex that broke out of it. Retest is the same tested 4-hour level, but from here, we're gonna do that, okay? And then we're going to an array or uptrends. Okay. So very similar to Myra, where it's very steep, right? But as long as it can maintain to continue moving up, if it hard closes above it, then, this maybe it'll reject this, But yeah, we're gonna move this to here. We're gonna make this solid. Um, Here, make this dotted, and yeah. So you can see it's getting really tight here, and yeah, just be careful because the second it breaks above this downtrend, it'll probably see dramatic, not a dramatic fall, but just a downfall to here, or even possibly this untested 4-hour level, to be honest. But again, what's really most important here is that if it hard closes above this, you have all this space. Pretty much, this is the space the direction it'll probably go into if it continues to, if it continues this very steep uptrend, right? If it continues this very steep uptrend, it can, fall within this region here, which will act as support or resistance in the future. Um, okay, and yeah, those are our 5 altcoins, guys. So, um, if you have any questions, again, leave a question down below, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. Yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.